Is this thing on? Hello? Is this thing on? Hey guys, welcome back to Yappology 101, a series where I yap about things that I find interesting or whatever, because this is my channel and I like to talk about deep things or anything really. I have a lot of ideas in this cranium of mine. Anyways, today I'll be talking about all the things that annoy me as a black woman that people say, because why not? Um, they're annoying and can't date sometimes. But here's some examples of what I've heard. I'm whitewashed, just like not black enough, and I don't fit in. And about my hair. Now let's dig deeper. Dive. I always mostly, not as much recently because I don't be around people who are like that as much anymore, but I used to get called whitewashed all the time because I don't act like the stereotype people think I should act like. No, well, I'm loud, but like not that type of loud. Um, I don't have any of the stereotypical features like that, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong if you act like that. You do you. You're you and you can do whatever you want. But I'm saying that if you think every black girl should act like that, and I think you should think about that for a bit. Because just because I don't act the way you expect me to act doesn't make me any less black. And because I act, I wouldn't say proper, because that makes it sound like people who don't act like me are proper. But it's more so the way that I talk is maybe different from somebody else. I'm my own person. I'm my own person. And you thinking I'm not black enough for you is your problem, not mine. I can be however I want to be because I am me and you are you. And I've always like felt like I didn't fit in with other black kids, especially when I was little, because we didn't really act the same. Um, it was like a disconnect because I didn't feel the same way other black kids did, I guess, because every kid fights. Every care what color you are, there's always going to be a fight going down. But it always felt like there was this anger and this physical thing that people did that I wasn't really doing. Like, I get angry, I get physically angry, like I get really angry, but like I don't present it in the same way. And it felt like I wasn't really fitting in with the way how other people acted, and it made me feel as if I didn't really fit in. And it was still working on it, but like it was really hard for me to think I deserved to be around people because I majority of the time when I was in school, up until like recently in my high school years, majority of the time I was either the only black kid in the class or there was only two black kids in the class. So there wasn't really much, and the other black kid in the class when I was in fifth grade hated me. So it was like I didn't really have anybody to relate to, kind of. I mostly hung around white kids, uh, and that really put me in a spot, to be honest. And it was like too much, you know? I I'm not the same as everybody else, and I like it that way now. And unfortunately, in recent years, especially when I switched high schools, oh my gosh, because I was in a class that was majority black kids, and oh my gosh, the things they say like annoys my soul because it was like a behavioral school, so everybody had problems. But these kids were in for fighting. I never fought. I was emotional. I am emotional. I admit to it. I really am. But but the comments, because there was like one Mexican kid and one white kid too in my class, and oh my gosh, all of them were terrible. Well, Not terrible, but, annoying per se. Um, but they would either always talk about my hair because I like wearing wigs. Um, I like to wear wigs, and well, they would always love to talk about it. This isn't a wig though. This is my natural hair. I need to get my hair redone, actually. But, anyways, back to what I was saying. Um, I like to wear wigs. I switch them out because that's me, and I do what I want. And I like the way the wigs make me look, but they would always talk about it, like, constantly. Like, is that your real hair? Like, it's your wig on, it's like, what do you care? I'm not wearing it for you, I'm wearing it for me and to make TikToks. But like, why are you questioning me on what I do with my body? Who cares if I wear a wig? I like wearing a wig. I have a like, those shoe rack things that you hang your shoes in. I have that filled with like 7 wigs. Um, but like I like getting my hair braided. I like having different hairstyles. And so what? So what? Like, it doesn't really make sense on how people think of these things. Like, there's so many other things you can worry about, but you choose to worry about me. So, and then it's like everybody expects black people to look a certain way. Um, One time I got told I have auntie arms. I'm not gonna explain it. I'm not gonna dive any further into it, but I said what I said. Um, it's like you're saying these things thinking you're funny or thinking you're doing something, but you're not. You're annoying, you're immature, and you need to be educated. Because like when people say these things, it gives me this kind of vibe that I'm like, really? Like when did racism become funny again? I thought this stopped in like 2010. But apparently it didn't because it's still going. Still going. And especially now with stupid bring back bullying. I did find some of them funny, but those are like when they say bring back bullying, they don't mean literally. They mean some people need to know right the right like no right time no right place right time right place. Anyways, but they need to know when and where these are acceptable and when it's not. Not that you should bully somebody for the way they look. It's more so some things you need to keep to yourself or have a setting for it. Okay. Sometimes your mom jokes, or okay. Other times it's not the right situation. Like if somebody tells you their mom is like sick and you pull a your mom joke out, that's not okay. If you guys are just joking around each other, your mom, yeah. But like you need to know. You need to know. And also you need to know the boundaries with people because I used to take everything like I just wanted friends. But now I have boundaries because you're not going to disrespect me and think I'm okay with it. I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't. I don't. I will cut you off so fast. That block button is like my best friend. And oh my gosh, it's like people need to learn time and place and acts. Just acts, you know? Like, I don't really care if people ask to touch my hair because I'm like, yeah, my hair feels soft and stuff. But like, don't be weird about it. You know? Always ask. You're supposed to always ask anyway when you touch somebody. But like, anyways, um, yeah, I know another short video, but I'm trying to keep them short. Attention spans aren't that long these days. Anyways, those are the things I hate hearing as a black woman, and I thank you so much for watching. And make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what you think. Any ideas for me to yap about again. And once again, thank you for watching. Bye.